start with the teres major, not visualized here, but it starts at the inferior angle of the scapula and inserts on the lesser tuberosity of the humerus, and that causes internal rotation, adduction, and extension. Next, we have the teres minor, which originates on the lateral border of the scapula and inserts on the greater tuberosity of the humerus, and that causes external rotation and is a weak adductor, adductor. Next, we have the rhomboid minor, which originates from the spinous processes of T1 to T4 vertebrae and inserts on the medial border of the scapula below the subscapular spine. And that retracts the scapula, rotates it to depress the glenoid cavity this way. It fixes the scapula to the thoracic wall and causes elevation of the scapula. Next, we have the rhomboids minor, which originates from spinous processes of C6 to C7 and inserts on the medial border. And that steadies the scapula, draws the scapula medially upward. Next, we have the deltoids, so that they have three origins. One is the clavicular origin, which originates from the lateral one-third of the clavicle. There's the acromial origin, and the spinal part, which originates from the scapular spine, and they all insert on the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. And that causes, so the clavicular part causes flexion, internal rotation, adduction. The acromial part causes adduction, and the spinal part causes extension, external rotation, and adduction. Okay. So now we have the infraspinatus. The infraspinatus originates from the infraspinous fossa of the scapula on to the greater tuberosity of the humerus, and that does external rotation. We also have the supraspinatus right here, which originates from the supraspinous fossa of the scap and inserts on the greater tuberosity, which causes abduction. Okay, whatever. And then you have the subscapularis underneath here, which originates from the subscapular fossa and inserts on the lesser tuberosity of the humerus, causes internal rotation. And finally, we have the levator scapulae, which originates from the transverse processes of C1 to C4, inserts on the scapula, the superior angle, and it draws the scapula medially upward while moving the inferior angle medially, and it depresses the glenoid cavity and it inclines the neck to the same side at the end.